After weeks of devastating conflict, a ceasefire agreement has been reached between Israel and Hamas. The agreement, brokered by international mediators, came into effect on January 10, 2025. It signals a pause in the violence that has caused widespread destruction and claimed countless lives in Gaza. This fragile truce offers a glimmer of hope for civilians caught in the crossfire. The ceasefire agreement is not a permanent solution. However, it is a crucial first step towards addressing the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The people of Gaza have endured unimaginable suffering. The ceasefire offers a much-needed respite from the constant fear and violence. International observers remain cautious. The root causes of the conflict remain unresolved. There are concerns that the ceasefire could collapse. Despite the challenges, the ceasefire represents a critical opportunity to pursue a peaceful resolution. The ceasefire agreement includes a phased release of hostages and prisoners. This is a key demand of both sides. In the first phase, Israel agreed to release a number of Palestinian prisoners. In return, Hamas committed to releasing a group of Israeli hostages. The exchange of hostages and prisoners is a delicate process. It is being overseen by international observers. The agreement states that further releases will occur as part of the ongoing negotiations. This element of the ceasefire is highly sensitive. Both sides view the release of their people as a top priority. Families have been desperately waiting for news of their loved ones. The hostage and prisoner exchange is a humanitarian issue at the heart of the conflict. The ceasefire agreement allows for the immediate influx of humanitarian aid into Gaza. This is crucial to address the dire situation on the ground. The conflict has left Gaza's infrastructure in ruins. Hospitals are overwhelmed, and essential supplies are scarce. International aid organizations are working to deliver food, water, and medical supplies to those in need. The ceasefire provides a window of opportunity to reach vulnerable populations. The scale of the humanitarian crisis is immense. Rebuilding Gaza will require a sustained international effort. The humanitarian needs of the population are vast. The ceasefire paves the way for aid agencies to provide essential support. Section 4. Military withdrawal and buffer zones. A tense calm. Under the terms of the ceasefire, both Israel and Hamas have agreed to a military withdrawal. This involves pulling back forces from the border areas. The aim is to create buffer zones to prevent further clashes. The withdrawal is being closely monitored by international observers. The situation remains tense despite the ceasefire. There is a risk of renewed hostilities if either side violates the agreement. The presence of international observers is intended to provide a level of reassurance and deterrence. The success of the ceasefire depends on the commitment of both sides to de-escalation. The military withdrawal and buffer zones are crucial elements in preventing a return to violence. Section 5. Hope for lasting peace, the long road ahead. The ceasefire agreement is a fragile step towards peace. It is not a solution in itself, but it creates a space for dialogue. Negotiations between Israel and Hamas are set to continue. The goal is to address the underlying issues fueling the conflict. The international community has a vital role to play in supporting these negotiations. A lasting peace will require compromise and understanding from all sides. The road ahead is long and challenging. Despite the obstacles, the ceasefire offers a glimmer of hope. The human cost of this conflict has been immeasurable. The pursuit of a just and lasting peace must remain the ultimate goal.